Yo guys, how's it going? We're back for a new series of FIFA 21 career mode, where today we're going to be starting a manager career mode, starting with a club that this season is currently struggling with form. So you'll find out who that is in a second. What we're going to do is we're going to go through this, obviously create our manager, and then get straight back to it. So what we'll do is we'll set up the name like we always do. Hold on a second. There we go. And then I'll edit my man, and I'll be back with you in a second when I'm done. And here we are with all created. Let's go ahead and advance and see what team we are going to choose. And the team we are going to choose, have a look, it is this side here, FC Schalke, a side that currently this season are bottom of the league. A side that are in Germany are currently bottom of the table. Very good side, Germany, and the fact at the minute they're so low in the league, and they've get this season, they're not looking overly very good. Got a lot of young talent in there. A lad that they have just sold, which he will be in this squad, I think. I can't remember his name. He's a centre back. He's just gone to Liverpool. I think it's Kabak, something like that. So yeah, basically they will be. He will be in this side, and it will be helpful because he is a very high overall, like a high potent player. So he'll be in the squad. We've got. We can get in, have a little bit of a turnaround with the players we've got, because they still have Jan Huntelaar, a player that is now 36 years old. Don't get Huntelaar player when he was his prime, but right now I don't think he's going to be up to the mustard. So let's get into it. Get in. Let's see what we can do to this squad. Looking like what I expected. I didn't realise that success for the quite critical youth development is critical, and brand exposure as well. So they're very money orientated club. But let's get into it, boys. Let's go. And here we are at our pre-season tournament invites. Obviously, we've got a few, three different choices here. We're going to go with the one with the most money, just because that makes the most sense. So let's go in, accept that what we can do in this tour, pretty much in this side as well. We are for our inbox here, seeing our your international cup information there. Also transfer market information. Our first youth academy report. Let's go into this. They've got some decent. An American lad here who is could be up to an 87. Okay. We've got an Austrian lad. Okay, fair enough. He can come straight into the squad technically. He is not looking great. Mikola, Finland. Okay. Ahmed, a player that's looking absolutely sick. Egyptian lad. Looking like he can come straight into the squad as well. Badil Nicer, I'm going to say that is. Got 16 lads there. We're not really going to. And then is old. He technically, but we're going to wait on it. Of course, wait development turns out like, and see what we get out of this. But fuck me, got some decent players in there. Next is our visions and expectations. First one is we have to sign at least 3 players 20 years old. The average overall rating of players currently is buying some young lads and upgrading them as we go through the career. Get 5 wins in away matches this season. That doesn't seem too difficult either. And sign 1 crucial first assigned to a mid position. Again, domestic, we have to get to the round of 16 of the DFB Pokal, which is the domestic cup in this thingy, I believe, and finish mid-table in the Bundesliga. Long term is within 2 seasons, Bundesliga, finishing the UEFA Europa League spot. That seems pretty doable as well. And finally is a financial, is finish the season with 4.5 million unspent allocated funds, budget and wage budget. That is pretty easy. That's quite forgiving actually. and reduce player wages by 67,000 a week. That one is going to be impossible. I don't think I'm going to do that at all. I always struggle with them anyway, so yeah. Also, for this career mode, what I'm going to do is, you know, the like instructions that they leave up for your like first position or whatever. I'm going to actually leave it on there for now and see what they can actually come up with. I normally delete them straight away, but for this one, I'm actually going to keep it up and running for say a couple of weeks maybe, and see where it leads. Right, so we've also added a couple of players to our list. First of which is this guy, Michael Langer, Austrian 35-year-old goalkeeper, only 65. Put this young man up, 22-year-old German goalkeeper, only 58 overall. So we've listed him as well. Next man we have listed is the Timo Becker on the transfer list. Next guy is, if there is another one, I'm not sure if there is. I cannot remember now. Last guy is this man here, 1-year-old German striker, who is at 60 overall. So we've also listed him. That's all for now. But I have just noticed some of the players that these guys have sent out on loan, with how much they're struggling. The fact that they've sent these guys out on loan under as well, that is criminal to do that with how much they're struggling. What the fuck were they thinking? But we'll leave them out for now. We'll get them back at the end and we'll sort them out from there. But that's that for now. Also, the next thing I do want to add is the fact that I'm not going to be showing training sessions in these, because I don't see the point in me showing it, because it's just going to be very repetitive. So we'll leave that and we'll get straight into it, and he'll be mainly gameplay in that. So it'll be a little bit more enjoyable for you than seeing just loads of trainings, I think. So yeah, here we are. Right, so here we are. We're looking at our first transfer offer from Wolf Harriet. We've had an offer of 3.4 million plus John Brooks for this deal. They're saying we should look between 12.3 and 18 million for him. But I don't fancy John Brooks anyway, and I don't really want to let that lad go, so we're just gonna go ahead and reject it. Next things we hear, Soren Arthurs, something like that. I'm glad you've decided. To be honest, I haven't really enjoyed playing here. I think so. We're going to go ahead and say I'm glad we agree. Next is Timo Becker. I'm glad you put me up for sale. We'll go ahead and say the same thing. Lastly is our captain. On behalf of the whole team, I wanted to welcome you to Schalke. We've got plenty of. So here we are for our first game of this international cup, which is, and get into it, quick sim it and see where we get the result, if we get the result. Come on, boys. And here you see we do in fact get the with a decent thing there. To be fair, decent effort. We put in some decent work there. Not too shabby. We went 1-0 down early on by the looks of it. Yeah, 9 minutes in, Mupé scored. And then we ended up mashing it and getting ourselves a 2-1 win. So perfect. That's exactly what we needed to get off on a winning foot. Let's go. And here we've got another offer for Harriet, but reject that. It is from Porto for 14 mil, but even so, we're going to go ahead and reject it anyway. Here's our next game, which Portivo. Alves, who is a Spanish side, I believe, in the second division of the Spanish leagues. But we'll have a look, see if we can get another decent turnaround from this. Get ourselves another win, which will be perfect for us. Let's see what we can do, boys. Let's get into it. And here you see we do get ourselves another win. We did again go down first to get this for us. Another win. Now we have a offer for Jermaine Stambouli, who is a 29-year-old French centre-back. Getting the offer in Lisbon for 4.6 million. Let's go ahead and negotiate with them and see what we can actually get for him. Right then, so here we are. They're offering 4.65. What we're going to do... Hold on. Let's see what players... Centre back. Obviously not him or him. Hold on. We've got a couple decent lads in here that are quite. And see what who's new. For go for 400k plus that guy. Submit that. See what they say. So no, they're just offering put 4.65 counter. Say propose new. See what they say to that. 4 point. Yeah, they ain't going anywhere near what I want. So we're going to go ahead and reject it. And our third and final game of our group stage against West Ham is about to kick off. So let's get straight and see whether we can finish with 3 wins from 3. And for the third and final game, we get a pretty much even score there, as you see, 2-2. I'd say that's fair, being as we're the two sides that won both of our games, got a draw against each other, so that's about fair. Let's get into ourselves into them knockouts. Let's go. And for our semi-final, we have Crystal Palace. So let's get in and try and beat ourselves our second English side of this competition. Let's go. And this game we do in fact lose by goals from Sacco and okay, we scored that one. There we go. Batshuayi as well got himself a goal. We did take the lead, but unfortunately couldn't keep it and do end up never mind. Couldn't quite grab ourselves our first bit of silverware, but we'll be on the hunt for a bit more in the next few months, hopefully. We now have an offer from Mateja Nastasic, but we're going to go ahead and reject that, being he is one of our main lads at centre-back. So we'll go ahead and reject that offer from Sociedad of 5.9 mil and get that gone. So the first player we are going to try and sign, shall I say, is Xhaka Bijol, a centre defensive midfielder, 21 years old from Slovenia, currently playing in the German second division for Hannover 96. The main reason I want this lad is he is a big lad, 6'3" in the middle of the park. We want that commanding lad in the centre. Only 70 overall at the minute, obviously. But look at that strength. 84 strength, 76 jumping. Man will command the centre. And then obviously his heading accuracy is good already as well. He's got some decent shot power. Stand tackling's not too bad either. Obviously, there's going to be a few stats that he does need to go up in, but for now, he will be a decent player for us. So let's go in and try and sign him straight away. Let's go. Here we are. We're going to go in and put in a transfer offer for this lad. Go ahead and put in 2.8 million to start with and see what they say to that. See where we go with it. Let's go. They want Bentaleb plus 5 million. Or they just want to swap Bentaleb. That's not worth it at all. No. Hell no. Counter. Remove exchange player. Go back in. We'll put in a 3 million bid. But there's no way I'm swapping a 5 million player for a 3 million player. He wants 4.5 for him. That is a bit steep, mate. That is a little bit steep. 7.25. 3.25, sorry. Submit that. 4.5 mil for this guy. Are you mad? 4.5 mil. Expensive. 3.5. I don't think I'm willing to go any more than 3.5 for him. I'm not going to lie. They're going to take some time, but I don't think I'm going to go over that for him. Not going to lie to you. Right, Harriet with the offer, another offer from Everton this time. Or Everton, shall I say, 12 million, well, just under 12 million for him, which again, we're going to go ahead and reject. And also the offer for Xhaka Bijal is come back for 4.5 again, so we're just going to go ahead and reject it, because I am not paying over 3.5 for this man. We have another transfer offer for Benjamin Stambouli, so again, we'll do what we did last time and go ahead and negotiate. Here we are. So we're going to negotiate We need to go to 6 million again, I think, depending. Hold on, let's see what players they have at centre back. Okay, they've just signed Callum Chambers. Why do they need another one? Right, they don't have anyone we want, so we're going to go ahead and submit that. 6 million. And they want 4,750. No. Again, we'll go 5.8 this time. See what they say to that. Okay, so they've accepted 5.8. Nice. If we can get that for him, that's perfect. And as you can see here, Sam Booley has sold and we get 4 million of that 5.8. So perfect. And now we have a offer for our 18-year-old Finnish centre-back Thor. Is it Thor? Malik, I think it is. Malik Thor. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name, but even so, it's a loan to buy offer. Okay. We don't want him to be sold, so we're going to go ahead and reject that because I don't want to sell him. So the next player we're going to try and sign is Kelechi Iheanacho from Leicester City, my home club. 4.2 million for him. 73 overall, only 23 years old. Let's go in and see if we can get him on our list, basically. So, actually, let's see if we can get him on a loan to buy for next season. Let's have a look. No, we can't. So, we're going to have to go in and actually buy him. So, let's see what we can do. So, here we are. Let's go in and offer 4. Let's go off 4, dead 4. See what they say to that. They want 6.1. Okay, so let's counter that. Propose new. Go down to 4.5. Let's see what they say to that. 4.9. Okay, let's go a bit further down. 4.8. See what they say to that. Are they going to accept? Yes, they are. There we go. So, could be our first transfer window. Let's get it done, boys. So, right now, it's looking doing a raid of Leicester. Go in for Daniel Armati. And then we're also going to go in for Damari Gray as well. So, let's see what we can get out of these lads. Right, so for Armati, let's go in and offer 3 million dead for him. See what they say to that. They want 4.2. So let's go in and offer, propose, go 3.3. His actual value. They want 3.5. Let's go ahead and put 3.3 again and see if they accept it. Because if they do, that'll be perfect for us. Let's see what they say. And they're going to go ahead and go in and get that 3.3 deal. Let's go. And the final part of this raid, let's go in and try and sign Damari Gray. And here we are for Damari Gray. Let's go in and offer him 4.750. Let's go with for him. See what they say to that. Okay, they want that plus 9% of his sell-on clause. So that I'll accept. Yeah, we'll go ahead and that is a decent deal, I'd say, for him. So let's go. Decent. And now here we are for the transfer negotiations. Well, the contract negotiations for these transfers. Let's go in and try and get these sealed. So he wants a rotation player. I'll happily give him that. That's decent for us. Let's go. He wants a 5-year deal. Again, we'll happily take that. Next, he wants a 9.8 release clause. I'm going to go ahead and deny the release clause because I don't want that at all. And he wants 30,000. Okay, so let's get rid of the bonus. Let's go in here, take that down to that, and see what they say to that. And all he wants is 10k extra on his signing on bonus. Accept. First pot complete. Let's go. Right then, so here we are now for Damari. Let's see what he's saying. He wants an important squad role. I'll accept that because he's the only left mid in the squad if he comes. He wants 4 years. Again, we'll accept that. That's decent for us. disregard the release clause, and he's willing to take a big wage cut, and we'll edit the appearance. Hold on. Remove the appearance. We'll take that down to 26 and take that down to 250. He's gone up quite a bit there. Okay. Let's go here. Go to 28 and see what they say to that. Still wants 30.5. I'll accept that. That's decent. Second of the third. Let's go. And here we are for our final part of the Leicester sweep. Let's go. Rotation for him. He wants an important squad role. Okay, we'll accept that anyway. That's fine. Next, what we got coming in? We want a 5-year deal. See what he's saying to that. He said yes. He wants a release clause of 7 mil. Deny that because we don't want that there. And finally, Jesus, 20 clean sheets and he wants 900 grand at the end of it. Remove that and submit that offer. And he's accepted it. Sweet. Banging. 3 out of 3 complete. Let's go. So now we have a offer for one of our left backs. The lad that I said I wouldn't be too fussed on going. They've offered 2.1 million for him. What we're going to do is go in, negotiate, and just try and get that little bit more for him if we can. So we put in a offer of 2.5 there. They've came back with 2.1 with 4%. Counter, remove sell-on clause, propose no, go for 2.4. See what they say to that. Okay, so they've accepted that. Perfect. Mint. Got rid of one of the lads that we didn't really want at the club. Perfect. Okay, so someone has just met Harriet's release clause of nearly 20 million. That's a problem. I didn't realise he had a release clause on him. And now they've hit that. That's going to be a big issue. Because he is one of our main players. Fair enough, we're getting 20 mil for him. But still, bit of an issue. Okay, so Harriet is saying he doesn't see his future here. I'm just not being happy at the club anymore. So the fact that they've hit his is pretty well off then, really, I guess. We still need you. Let's go with that and just try and raise his morale a little bit. So, here we are. We've got Omar Mascarell, our captain, coming with us, saying, "Boss, I know I didn't have a great pre-season, that I wasn't feeling 100%, but I'm over it now. If you give me a chance against Union, I'll show you just what I can bring to the team. There's always someone. You're still a key player. Exactly. We'll up the boys' confidence." And Harriet is saying, "Hey boss, I'm sorry how things have played out. I hope there are no hard feelings. You'll know I'll give 100% for the team until the transfer goes through." Right, so that is basically the confirmation saying, you're a team player. So it doesn't really matter about his morale. And then you do see that he has left the club and we have got 15 million in his place. So let's hope we can use that to something good. So now he is left out. Mr. Harriet is gone. We're going to try and sign this man here. He's a 17-year-old. His name is Florian Wirtz. 18-year-old German Cam. Basically the same player that Harriet was, obviously, but he is a right winger instead. So if we can sign him, 17.5 overall. Let's see what we can get. If we can get this guy in, that'll be absolutely perfect. And here we are. Right, let's see what we can get. If we can get this guy in, oh my god, what a signing. And what a turn up for the books it will be. 11. He wants 15.5, which is less than what I sold Thingy for. Propose no. Let's go to 12. See what they say to that. Submit 12 million. And they've said yes to 12 million for this lad. Oh my god. What a signing this could be. What a turnout this could be. Let's go. And here we are for the contract negotiations of this lad. Important first team player. I'll take that all day long. He wants a 5-year deal. Yes, accept that. Disregard the release. He wants a 36 million release clause. Deny. Let's keep him for as much as possible. Now he contract. Let's give him 6 and give him a 22,000 signing on bonus. What did we give to Iheanacho in that? I think it was more than that. So let's go ahead and accepted it. Oh my god. Let's go. Signing and a half. What a turnout getting rid of that lad has turned into. Wow. Let's go. So, what we're going to do is with a couple of these players now that I want to bring into the side, the young lads, I'm going to try and get them on a loan to buy and see if we can actually get that working. Because if we can, that'll be fucking amazing. So, let's go in and see what we can do. So, with a couple of these young lads now, I'm going to actually have a look at bringing a couple of the younger lads in. So, let's see what we can do. First one, Luca Nets. So, let's go in. Offer a transfer fee of 1.2. Let's go 1.2 for him. Submit that. They want a 1% sell-on clause with that. Accept. Let's go. Take that straight off your hands. Next man we're going for is Bella Kochap. Let's go in and try and sign him. So, let's go in. Offer a transfer fee of 2 million. See what they say to that. They want Mendy. And 1.2 million. That could work, you know. Let's see. Hold on. Let's counter the sum. Go to... So he's worth 2.2 anyway. So let's go just Mendy and see if they accept it. They want 420 and then a sell-on clause. Propose. Let's go 400, right? And then remove the sell-on clause. They want 1.5. Bastard, no. Right. Remove the player. Propose new. Go for 2.6. Right, and see what they say to that. They've gone ahead and accepted that straight away. So, that is banging. Perfect. Right, next guy we're going to go in for is Maximus Lacroix. He's 73 overall, 20 years old. He's a French lad from Wolves. 5.5 mil he could be worth. So, let's see what we can do. Because if we can get him for around 5 to 6, that'll be the bargain of the century. Because this man's stats are mad. Let's go. Right, transfer offer. Let's go to straight to 5 mil dead and see what they say to that. Okay, so they want... No, we're not... No. Remove that completely out of the game because that is not happening. I'm not getting rid of Uth for you at all. So, 5.5 mil. They want 7.2 plus a sell-on clause of 20%. Mad. They're looking at dough for this guy. And I don't blame them because he looks like an absolute boss in the centre-back. So, 6 mil. They want 9.2. Right. Let's keep going up a little bit more. So, let's go 7 and see what they say to that. Okay, so they've actually accepted 7 million for him. Perfect. What a signing. And the last player we're going to go in for this episode is going to be Paul Nebel, who is a German 17-year-old right midfielder, left midfielder and cam from FSV Mainz. Let's go in. Only 1.4 mil. Let's see what we can get. Let's go. So, let's go in and offer a transfer fee. Let's go for 1 mil. Let's be cheeky. They want 1.2 plus 2%. Accept straight away. Let's go. And here we are for Nets. He wants a prospect squad role, so we'll go ahead and accept that. Obviously, we're going to want him here for 5 years if we can get him. Yes, we can. Let's go. To disregard the release clause, of course, and let's go for a K on the wages and 5K joiners. Let's go for that and see what he says. Reasonable offer, and he is accepted. Perfect. Just what we want. Next is going to be Bella Kochap. Negotiate, and let's go. So what we're going to do is go in and give him a prospect squad role. He wants a sporadic, which is fine by me, accept. 5 years, yes, all the way, thank you very much. Disregard the release clause, of course. And let's give him a 1, 5, and let's go 8 for him. So 1, 8, and 15. That's fine by me. Let's accept. Next man coming in is Nabel. Prospect, obviously. Let's go ahead, accept that. 5 years, again, we'll accept that. Next, we have disregard release clause. And yes, we're all the way accepting that as well. Let's go. And here we are, the main man, Maxence Lacroix. Important squad role. Of course, my man. Accept that. Next, we want him here for 5 years if he'll take it. And he will. Let's go. 5 years. He wants a 14... No way is he getting that. Only 14 mil. He'll be gone like next transfer window. Definitely not. And finally, his wages, okay, and go for 20k as well. Submit. And he is accepted. Let's go. Banging signing. And we have achieved one of our youth development parts, which is sign the 3 players younger than 20 years old. So there we go. All we need now is to sign a first team player if we can. And this is where we are going to end today's episode. Here you can see, obviously, the squad that we are finishing today's episode up with. Obviously, no additions in grey. Who else? Nobody else in the starting 11. But obviously, we've got our Marty on the bench. We have Ian Nacho on the bench. We have my man Wirtz in the bench. And then, obviously, down here, we have Lacroix, Kocham, Nets. Who else have we got? Nebel. And that is it so far. So hopefully in the next episode we can make a couple more of the younger signings and maybe get that centre midfielder that we do need and require for our objectives. But we'll have to wait and see for that episode. As you can see, our first game will be coming up in the first, obviously, part of the next episode against Union Berlin. But let's see what we can do in that game. Hopefully get off to a winning start. We'll have to wait and see for that next episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please do leave a like. Subscribe if you are new. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace.